I do feel like you're going to have to choose where you want to focus your attention and where you want to be most present in your life in this moment. And that can be a really, really heavy decision for you, because there's a lot of you that might feel like you want to be in mum mode, but your career's demanding your attention. Or you might feel like you want to be in partner mode, but your education's demanding your attention. Whatever it is that's demanding your attention right now, Spirit is saying do not give up on the opportunities, because right now you are in a state of needing to strike whilst the iron is hot. And I can see that there's a very, very momentum-fueled energy around you right now, Taurus. And if you don't lean into it, you're going to miss out. And so Spirit is saying you have this 8-week window right now where you're going to have to be very, very intentional and very strong in the momentum of where you focus your attention. And so that's going to mean that you're going to have to miss out on other things to really be the person that you want to be in the area of your life that is demanding the most attention right now. So I can see that there is an element of tunnel vision. There is an element of remembering that it's safe to be out of balance. Even when we feel guilty for it, sometimes we have to choose ourselves, and we have to trust that choosing ourselves is the best possible scenario. Now, what I am seeing right now is that as you're leaning in, there is an element of guilt. I feel like guilt is such an interesting thing for you, because it's not just, oh, I feel bad for focusing my attention on this area of life. It's almost like you don't see the value of what it is that you're actually doing. And it's not you being selfish, it's you setting up the foundation of your life now moving forward. And I feel the thing that has stopped you setting up the foundation of your life as strong as you desire up until now is because you've been trying to be everything to everybody. And this is a month where you're learning that you can no longer do that. It's no longer effective for you to be everything to everybody. At the end of the day, you want to set up and align your future. And so you're going to have to be intentional with where you spend your time and how you place your attention now moving forward. Now, what I can see is that the people around you, they've got it, right? Whoever it is that you're worried about, they've got it. They can take care of themselves. Like, they have maybe family members that can look after the children. You have a partner who is strong in the energy. It's like you take credit away from the situation that's actually around you. And I feel like there's a piece of you that thrives on doing everything for everybody. It's like you've kept yourself busy for so long. And that brings me to the next thing that's coming through around this resistance, and this resistance that you've had to really focus in your attention on what you know you need to focus your attention on. You have known for a long time that you've needed to focus your attention, and you've avoided it. And I feel in avoiding it, it has got busier and there has got more demand around you. And so what you're experiencing right now is a reminder that if you had balanced things previously, you wouldn't been in this busy season. But because you didn't balance things the way that you needed previously, now you are in this busy season, and there's no point resisting it. Just tackle it face on. But I can see that there's a lot of emotions coming through and a lot of needing to see things for what they are. And what I mean by that is you can't be in this predicament again. And so you are going to have to think about who you need to be continuously to stop things from piling up to this level, to make sure that you can balance your surrounding in the long run as you get out of this busy season. Now, what comes through for me with that is almost this feeling of, knowing that you need a system, like you need an organization system. You can't just be everything. You can't just be the scattered energy. You need an organizational system. Now, what does come through, however, with the resistance is that you take credit away from other people because you in some ways kind of avoid yourself by focusing on everything else. And I feel like right now, like that's not going to work for you in this season. You can't avoid yourself focusing on everybody else. You have tasks that you now need to do for yourself. You need to do for the foundation of your life, and other people are going to have to manage. And maybe that looks like giving some more chores to your children, asking more from your partner, leaning on family for support. But just remember, that's not a bad thing. Now, you have this like emotional wounding of, I have to do everything inside of your body, and that kind of eats away at you a little bit. I can see that a few of you are going to be entering October with a little bit of that like spicy energy of, I don't want to do everything. Like, this annoys me. However, it's almost like Spirit is saying you don't ask. Like, you have to start asking. You have to start leaning on support. You have to start speaking up for what it is that you need now in the next chapters of your life, and knowing that the people around you, they want to be there for you, they want to support you, they want to provide for you. Now, I do feel like education might be a big thing for a lot of you coming into this Taurus October season. Education, higher qualification, pushing forward in career. There's a lot of like mind needed, almost like you're going to need your mind in this season. And so whatever it is that's taking your attention, you're going to need your mind. You're going to need to focus. You can't give half of your energy to this. You're going to need to give all of your energy. And that, again, is new for you because, yes, you've been busy, but you've been busy doing things where you haven't needed much intention. Whereas now, you're learning new processes. You need your mind. I can see a lot of learning happening for you, Taurus, over October for the next 8 weeks. And it kind of feels like this 8-week learning process is definitely going to set your foundation up for the next chapter of your life. But you have to be looking at where can I really engage in the process and make sure that I get the best from the opportunities around me. And so if there is opportunities showing around you, don't just say yes. Make sure that you're fully infused in the process of learning and enjoying every single minute of it. Now, Taurus, this is a good month, but it's not a month where you're going to see instant reward. It's a month where you're going to clear up, you're going to fine tune so that November and December, you get the reward that you're craving. And so lean in, have the experience, and don't get disheartened when there isn't instant gratification, because things take time and we have to honor that process and know that that process is also serving us in this chapter of life. So Taurus, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening to my reading. And if you would like a private reading, then please do drop me an email to hello@misfitbusinesslounge.com and let's get you scheduled for a private in-depth reading with me. Other than that, drop me a like and subscribe and let me know how this resonated. Saying that you don't think about other people because you do. And I can see that there's a very, very sensitive energy around you. But I just feel like sometimes you don't allow yourself to make them feel appreciated. And so those little things of making somebody else feel loved sometimes go amiss with you because you're so focused on what it is that you need to focus on to get through the everyday. But this is a time to plan events, to go above and beyond, to just take care of those things that are going to make other people sit there and say, I feel special, I feel appreciated. And regardless of what you want, remember, sometimes we get back what we give. And so if you're sat there and you're like, well, I don't feel loved and I don't feel appreciated, maybe you need to actually look at what you're giving out and how that then bounces back into your surrounding. Now, Gemini, drop me a like and subscribe down below if you've enjoyed this video. As always, you can drop me an email and we can schedule you for a private reading. But lots of love, take care, and I cannot wait to hear the breakthroughs that come from this session. Now, just a side note, I will never message you on YouTube. I will never find you from YouTube inviting you into a reading unless you're in my Facebook community where I'll remind you of all the offers and all of the things. Then there's no way that I'm going to reach out to you. So just be mindful of that.